for FNAF fans.
Is that the bite of 86?
7.
Yeah, it's 86.
Right.
Welcome to the Off-Brand Archives of the Book of Halter. This game is rated M for a mature audience, where it contains violent actions, coarse language, sexual references, and mild drug use. If you or your child should not wish to watch, please click off this video. With that said, we return to the game for another round of shopping.
Shopping and me bragging about being on vacation.
To fucking restart last fucking week. You guys weren't there, but I had to delete the start of I had to delete the start because it devolved into two people fighting. I then had to delete the second start because I was so dyslexic. Then I deleted the third start because I was dyslexic again. And finally, we got into episode 85. So please, no one
What the fuck is that?
fuck up.
That sounds like a last call to get on board.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is not. Someone fucked with the mic. God, that's horrible.
Ding, ding, ding.
Feedback.
Today we have...
Someone held the microphone up to a
Today
goddamn
we have a
speaker.
special guest, Mr. Hard. I feel like I'm the only one who knows that reference, and I'm not sure if I should feel indignant towards you all or feel outcasted by you all.
Outcasted. You're talking to Americans.
It should be even more apparent that it was from Linkin Park then. Like the old Linkin Park. Was it Meteor Fury? Or was it...
Dog, I wasn't punk emo. I was just edgy emo. Alright, I was in the fucking Black Parade.
Oh, that's right.
When I was
I know it wasn't like
a boy. My boy.
That wasn't punk until like a year ago, so like, you know. Well, not true punk at least.
No,
like
there's
political.
one thing I need to do. I'm going to be right back. You two, you guys talk amongst each other for a little bit. Remember, you were on stream.
Yeah.
So in 1939.
God damn it, I was gonna say he didn't know Nazi shit.
I was gonna say Nazi shit.
Well, what the fuck else happened in 1939, huh?
Toyota Company was founded.
Oh, was it?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm lying. I was gonna make a
Probably
joke
not.
anyway. Huh. I can just Google this one.
When was Toyota founded? 37. You are 2 years off.
2 years off. Okay, I was 2 years off. Yeah, it would have been so much funnier too, because it's like 1937.
Batman happened in 1939.
Oh.
It was
I don't think
decided that the company's founding would be designated as November 3rd, 1938. The effective date of its start as the company.
Interesting.
So again, 1 year.
1 to 2 years off.
Yeah. It would have been so fucking funny if it was, though. Crazy.
Listen, the fact that I got it within like 5 years is a miracle at all, alright?
Yeah. Especially
And Alcoholics Anonymous
something completely
was
different.
founded.
What are you gonna do with your stuff?
My money? Probably gonna get my claws enchanted. Don't worry about that.
Huh? You can do that?
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's a natural weapon, and any weapon is good to be enchanted. This is according to writer. Yeah, I could do the same thing with my teeth.
Yeah, here I recommended the fucking monk coverings bonus to be like damage based.
What are you gonna enchant your teeth with? Bluntness?
No enchantments. I wonder if Flame Tongue can be
Yeah,
enchanted.
and then after getting those to +5, I'll still have roughly 1.5 million,
And I still need to
give or take
fucking
100,000.
get actually proficient with
You could
rapiers. Because
probably get a tier 5 monk padding them.
as
or-
it is, I am not proficient with my primary melee weapons. So,
Are you
Oof.
serious?
yeah. I decided that
That
I
is-
wanted them to be rapiers instead of scimitars, despite the fact that I'm not proficient with rapiers. But I am with scimitars. So,
Well, what's scimitar? Simple or
I think scimitars are.
So
that's
is that
last
one the
call.
last call?
That was last call. That one wasn't nearly as grating.
Scimitar are martial. Double bladed scimitar. What the fuck?
Wait, what's the difference between a scimitar and a bladed scimitar? Aren't
A
they the same?
double bladed scimitar.
Oh.
If you attack with a
Isn't
double
the whole
bladed scimitar as
isn't the
part of
whole
your
No,
point of
I
attack
the
don't
section,
want to
scimitar
listen
that
to
hurt them?
that.
you can use the bonus action immediately after to make a melee attack with it. That's basically just the same as wielding a fucking dagger in your damn hand. In your offhand. You may as well fucking just. You may as well just
I mean,
fucking wield two scimitars. Well, I guess the primary. Yeah, I think.
no. It's for you going for a buckler. If you go with the buckler and the double bladed scimitar, you get
No,
two
a double
attacks.
bladed scimitar is a two-handed weapon.
Oh,
The
really?
bonus there would be that it's 2d6 on initial attack and 1d4 on bonus action attack. So
That's horrible.
I have returned.
the bonus there would be that that you get more damage, or you get the ability to do a second attack with a two-handed weapon, and that's about it.
To deal 1d4 more damage. That's ass. That's horrible.
And it's equivalent to like wielding a dagger in your offhand.
Yeah.
Also, I
I mean,
believe
it's a little
British
neat that it
attack.
gives it to a two-handed weapon, but it's like still, Jesus.
Did I hear Ryder say that he was back, or was I mistaken?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Okay.
So, Ryder, you gonna stop hiding?
My nose is still thick.
Dude, I got like bad
I
running
lit up
nose.
an
Like,
incense because
Sure.
that, for some
So-
fucking reason, makes me less allergic to things, and it's working a little bit so far. Well,
I have
much better.
found that smoking cigars actually fucking stops my running nose. I don't know what the hell it is.
Well,
Probably because
my
it dries
best
out my
guess
fucking.
is it, since I'm allergic to dust primarily. That's the main thing that I have issues with in this environment. My best guess is that the dust particles are being fucking replaced and crowded by smoke particles, or whatever the fuck, and that's making it easier on my nose.
Maybe. I'll leave that brainstorm to you.
But
So,
that's
Ryder.
of course just for me. Yeah, Ryder. Did he get back and then immediately leave again?
Yeah, it turns out I
Probably
have to
did.
feed the dogs.
Damn.
This idiot.
Hmm. What weapons am I proficient with, actually? Clubs, daggers, darts, javelins.
So, when you're gonna go and enchant yourself to
testicles,
tier 5, or your claw to tier 5,
spears,
you can do your teeth possibly as well. Then you're gonna get like what, the monk
Uh-huh.
barding or covering or padding.
Maybe.
Hmm. Maybe I should go for a scimitar shield combo.
Scimitar.
If, of course, I could turn one of those into. Oh wait, no, I have a spellcasting already. It's just
Scimitar.
latent in me. Hmm. I don't have Warcaster.
my god, there's an actual band on stage.
Oh, damn.
Do you guys hear that?
A little
Yes.
bit.
Like when I talk or just in general?
In general, it's like muffled ass background sound.
Fuck. I'm about to find a new spot. I'll be back. That was comfy too.
I am back this time for realsies.
Hooray.
So, just gonna fast forward the clock for you guys. You had left the chamber with all of your money because there was nothing else for you guys to do inside of the carcass of Blitzkrieg. Which you had found out their name was actually that their name was actually Tarask. After which, Dapper Force would appear, talk to Silver for a moment, and then teleport you all back into your safe house. At your rooms, there are some mailboxes, which you can put anything you want in those to locations that you have. Any reason to send something to.
Is it a new addition to our safe house? It's like
Yeah.
a magical mailbox?
Yep. You cannot
That's
put
handy.
packages in, but you can basically pour gold or write letters and have it sent to a place of origin.
Is this an instantaneous thing? I
Yes.
just start dumping like gold, silver, and platinum into a pile in the middle of the treasury back in my new country.
I mean, if that's what you wish to do, that is up
I mean,
to you.
not yet. No, I have shopping to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
And questions to ask.
obviously, get upgrades to your equipment, and then whatever's left, you can just fucking
So,
dump into the treasury.
by the sounds of things, you would like to do that, Nedra, or you want to shop first, yes?
Shop, upgrade, whatever.
And what about you, music? You do have a
Yes, I would also
mailbox.
Alright,
I would
I
also
am
like
back.
this.
Okay, and music would like to
I
do the
was
same.
thinking of changing up my setup a little bit because I haven't really been all that efficient.
With that, Nedra, I will open up the information for you. So,
Am I right?
what would you like to upgrade slash buy? Are you looking to upgrade armor?
Okay,
Just
so
upgrade covers? What are you looking for?
first things first. I think we discussed this at some point. You said I could enchant my claws.
I do not remember talking about that.
No.
I do not
Do
think
you
you
have
would.
it on stream?
Let me just.
If it is on stream, it was a while ago. And I really don't feel like Ryder wants to sift through like 18 hours of fucking footage.
It's not in DM. Was it at all said during in Fight Club at all? No, Atsuki was talking about changing magical staff to have any alterations, which would
No,
be
Ryder,
much
this would have been like a month or two ago.
I would say that it wouldn't be doable because it is connected to a living creature.
Well, bugger.
Some people
Can't make
would
my
end
deadly
up...
claws even more deadly.
The thing is about the deadly claws is someone could then turn around and be like, well, if that was allowed, then what else is allowed?
Fingernail.
What about
See, I think the
scales?
thing we were talking about was because it was still classified as a weapon. You were like, you could get platinum coverings for those.
Yeah, you can get coverings for them,
Yeah,
but that's
and
of course
that's
what you got to
sort
do.
of the angle I was going for was
Hmm. Yeah, and having your claws enhanced and getting coverings for your claws to be enhanced are two very different.
can we do that one, Ryder?
Get something like getting claws on top of your claws.
Yeah, claws on top of my claws.
That would
And then
essentially still
enchant
act
those
We
to
as
heard,
plus 5.
claws.
no, we heard you liked claws, so you put claws on your claws. Clawception.
Hell yeah. Hmm. Hey, by the way, did my idea for like the monk coverings like work out?
I have no idea.
Let's see if it's
Or
in
is
there
that
still.
So I have no idea where this would even be.
It's in it's in
Oh.
just a Word document. No, Monk did not end up getting through. So, you don't wear armor, do you?
Correct.
So there's no reason to talk about the armor.
Yeah. Plus 5 clothing would be nice.
As you do have clergy, you could get clergy cloth. Sorry, as a cleric, you could get clergy cloth. Would you
classed
like
as
to know
armor,
what
right?
it does?
Sure.
It is counted as a covering, not as armor.
Yeah, it can be worn
Okay.
over.
While wearing this cover, you gain advantage against being paralyzed. On top of that, leveling up this, you gain AC increase, and you add more health die to any healing check. So at a +5 variant, which costs 500,000 gold, you could add 5 extra die to a level 1 cure wounds, which would end up being 6d8 cure wounds. And you would have a +5 AC increase.
Yeah, I'll do that with 50,000 plat.
Alright? Let me just write that down.
Instead of 25.
What's
All
great
right.
about armor? What's great about armor is for each level you increase it by, that actually adds 1 true damage negation.
Yeah. So 50,000. $50,000 PP.
Yep.
Big PP.
30,000 PP or
Cloth.
500,000 PP. But
Alright. I'll just send that to you so you can see it. Now I gotta find your name. There's your name. What's your name? Alright. Next, you would be looking at making a pair of claws. To go over your claws.
Like claws
Yeah.
on claws.
And I would
Awesome.
like to +5 those two.
Alright, firstly, let's go through the steps, shall we? First, material.
Yeah.
What would you like it to be made out of? Adamantine, elemental, mithril, silver, gravitas, magnite, or impelium?
Okay. What
The fuck do
can
they
you
do?
list those again and stick those in like Fight Club? And yes, also the fuck do
Maybe,
they
yeah.
do?
Also the description.
I know
Adamantine.
adamantium and mithril are pretty good. Those are common ish.
Adamantine,
Yep.
technically.
Yeah.
For good
Adamantine
reasons.
deals double damage to buildings and ignores immunities and resistances.
Not that useful for
Constructs
sharp weaponry.
may have to damage types. Elemental can choose 3 materials out of the materials list to put them together. I will say the cost as well. Adamantine is 250 gold per pound. Elemental is 50,000 gold per pound. Mithril is 500 gold per pound. Heavy weapons lose the heavy property, and weapons without the light property gain it, along with finesse ability. Silver ignores resistances and immunities lycanthropes and vampires may have to damage. Gravitas is silver is 250 gold per pound. Gravitas is 500 gold per pound. The wield, you should know this one because you have an axe made out of this. The wielder of this weapon gains the ability to use bonus action to pull creatures within 10 feet of it closer to hit them. It is a strength saving throw, which requires 8 plus proficiency plus mental or physical stat, wielder's choice. Magnite is 1,000 gold per pound. The wielder of this weapon can use a bonus action to impose disadvantage on attack rolls against them until the start of their next turn. Con saving throw. Same save. And Impelium. 500 gold per pound. The wielder of this weapon can use a bonus action to send a creature back 10 feet. Dex saving throw. Now let's just
Mithril was
check.
what again?
Mithril 500.
No. I mean, what was special about Mithril?
Weapons that do not have the light property, but also don't have the heavy property, gain the finesse and light property, whilst weapons that have the heavy property lose the heavy property. And that's not going to really help very much if you're doing stuff with claws.
Okay, so it's lightweight. All right.
Lighter.
Let's go with Let's go with the Impelium. I think that one sounds fun. Just a fucking.
Give me a second.
Ooh, can I do like one of each? Impelium and Gravitas?
One claw of each.
Yeah.
And
then, can I use my Gravitas axe as material?
Give me a second. I'm researching.
Okay. I will calm down.
I'm researching this information. Yeah, okay, no, you don't want to have the claw of Archimedes.
Why not?
Why not? Let me show you the
Tell
diagram.
me more. This sounds amazing.
Let me show you the diagram and tell me if you can use it.
What is that, a catapult?
What it does is it pulls ships up and then lets them fall and break. That is not a claw that you want to use. We have...
Honestly, Ninja could already do that on our own.
I was gonna say, why won't you let me suplex a fucking boat?
Because it's designed
Because that's
to
the
be
only thing it can
very
do.
heavy.
Let me Final Fantasy that shit. Suplex a train? Alright, anyways.
You can already suplex a boat if you try
Um,
hard enough.
Actually, I'm not even all that strong.
Eh,
I have a
use your speed
14 in
for it.
strength. Like,
Hey,
she's
if the
not.
boat is coming at you and trying to hit you, it'd probably count as a projectile.
Okay, if the boat's coming at me and trying to hit me, I could use myself as a projectile and yeet myself 500 feet in the air. I don't give a shit.
okay,
And that's exactly what
so
I'm saying.
that's interesting.
that was-
That is very interesting. So claw weapons. Let's see how heavy a gauntlet is, because I believe that's what you're more looking for. Is to reinforce your claws with like a gauntleted claw. A gauntlet is 3 pounds. Well, 1 to 3 pounds. So we'll say average of 2 pounds. Just to reinforce
Alright.
your claws. And you
And
want one of what?
one Impelium and one Gravitas.
So you want to pull them towards you and push them away.
Well, I mean, both of them take a bonus action, so not in the same turn, no. I want options. I want to be able to yank things towards me when I need to, or push them away. As in, like, yeet them off a cliff.
So you can suck and push them
Yeah, pretty
back and
much.
forth.
Right?
In
Might
and
I
out.
suggest, if you want, you could also get something that was made out of, say, adamantine, silver, and gravitas, and then adamantine, silver, and impelium.
Yes.
That will cost you 200,000 GP just for that.
Just for that?
Yeah. And you happy with that?
That's
And then
very
another
I'm happy with that.
500,000 to plus 5?
No, that would be 1 million, because you're upgrading 2 different weapons.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking
Or
at what?
100,000 flat.
120,000 plat?
Yeah.
Alright. Doing it.
How much do you have left?
49,210 plat, 336,000 gold, and 2,100 silver.
So that answer is plenty.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I could easily get another like plus 5 thing going if I wanted to, but I'm not.
You're welcome for those rolls, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm the one who
you.
rolled your fucking money, and it was... I got the fucking lowest rolls for myself and, like, the highest rolls for you.
I'm sending you all the information you need.
Excellent. I've already marked down the money spent.
Cool, and I just need to get to the... Oh, I forgot! Etchings. Do you want etchings on your weapon, too?
Oh no. What do these do?
For 500
Those are
gold, you
Ashford.
can add a little bit extra damage to both claws in different damage types. For, that's gonna be an interesting one. Then there's channeling etch, which is for 250,000. You can use your action to charge the weapon attack with the max charges of 3 turns in combat. Each turn doubles the damage die of the previous turn. E.g., a long sword in both hands deals 1d10 holding out per turn will double it from 2 to 4 to 8 d10. So in the case of you, it would be thing. However, due to you being a
Yeah,
monk,
I was gonna say
that
in the
would
case of a
not.
+5, it would go up to like 84 something.
Yeah. However, as a monk, you would be far better off just doing irregular attacks. Channeling channeling etch is better in the hands of people who don't have anything else than one extra attack. You basically have 4 attacks. And then there's the singing etch, which is 5,000 gold. And the wielder of this weapon can attack a creature within 5 feet of each of the creatures equal to their attacks. E.g., 3 attacks can reach 3 separate creatures within the weapon or wielder's melee range. So you could literally hit one person 5 feet from you, then another creature 5 feet from that creature, and another one 5 feet from that one, and another one 5 feet from that one, and then it would come back
Yep.
into your floor.
So if I'm surrounded, I basically get to whirlwind.
No.
No,
No?
if they're within 5. Okay, so imagine
Daisy chain.
you
You
have
can daisy chain.
4. Imagine you have 4 enemies in a straight line, kind of going, like pointing away from you. Like it's just a straight line with you at the end. What you could do is you could attack the one closest to you, and then for each time you attack after that, you could, if you wanted to, attack the person behind them because they're within 5 feet of the person you attack.
So
That probably wasn't
are
the
you
right way to describe
looking at
Piccolo
Roll20?
worms?
What?
Nedra, look at Roll20.
What?
Say you hit this person that's 5 feet away from you, right?
Yeah.
Your claw can then choose to attack anything that is even further away that is another 5 feet away from you. So it could hit this one, and then you could hit another one that's there, and then hit someone that's like that. 4 hits can go further out towards others. So that way,
And I think I'll skip on that one. As silly as that sounds,
remember alright, and the damaging etch also does give more damage when you do upgrade it as well. So
yeah,
it
let's
is
just add the
1d4,
damaging edge
but
then.
it would become 6d4. Alright,
This is
so to
plenty of damage.
alright, so to the claws that are now made of elemental, what element do you want to add? Arcane, holy, nature, death, disease, corroding, heat, tundra, or storm.
One storm, one holy?
Alright, storm will be extra thunder, and holy will be extra radiant. So,
We got thunder and lightning.
Very, very frightening.
that will be another 1,000 gold.
I'll just pull that out of my fucking like gold pile. There we go. Done.
Alright, cool.
Ugh. God. One thing that doesn't help is the fucking microphone, which I have to put up against my fucking face, is also covered in fucking dust.
So, there are now rings, if you would like to hear about the rings.
Unfortunately, I have one attunement slot left after the elemental weapons. So yeah, let's hear them.
Hang on. You are going by the new updated rules
Yeah.
about attunement, right?
I've got 5 attunement slots filled right now with the new weapons,
Ah, alright, cool.
and I have
So-
one more for proficiency 6.
Rings are as follows. Assassin's Ring, Blue Tear Stone Ring, Core 3 Ring, Red Tearstone Ring, Life Ring, rings that you don't care about, which is Cantrip Coil and the Utility Ring, Ring of Death, Ring of Mercy, Ring of Salvation.
Why did the tear stones sound like you ripped them straight out of Elden Ring? Or
It's
Dark
did.
Souls?
I'm gonna
It's
go.
from
Get
it's
some water.
from Soft Drinks. Yep, you get some water.
Alright. Let me hear about the death and salvation rings.
Alright, we'll start off with the Salvation Ring, because I don't think Death will be up your alley.
Okay, well, if you don't think
Ring-
it's going to be on my
Ring
alley,
of
go with the mercy one
Salvation.
after that.
I'm still going to tell you the Death one afterwards, just because it's funny it's there. Ring of Salvation. Well attuned to this ring, you gain a +1 to all saving throws. Variants. A +3 variant gives you advantage on saving throws, and a +3 to all saving throws. Ring of Death. Well attuned to this ring, when you fall to 0 HP, you die. Variant 1. When you're brought to 1 HP, you can choose to die. Variant 2. When you're brought to 10% of your max health, you can choose to die. +3 variant. You can choose to die.
The +3 is funny as fuck. I choose to die right now. Snap fingers, falls over.
Yep. Ring of Mercy was the next one you asked?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well attuned to this ring, when subjected to the downed condition and not killed outright, you gain a +1 to death save. This increases to a +2 at variant 1, +3 as a variant 2, and stabilized as variant 3.
My dumbass forgot the first one.
Ring of Salvation? Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well attuned to this, you have a +1 to all saving throws, and the +3 variant gives you advantage on saving throws.
Let's do that one at +3.
Alright, that will be 250,000. Wait. How much should I do?
Ooh.
Yeah, 250,000 gold.
Alright, we'll just pull that one straight out of the gold pile. It should be 8.
I did
There we
see
go.
that on the way in.
All right. Can you send all of these to me as text files, by the way? Or
Text
not like a
files.
PDF, but like can you copy and paste text into Discord for me?
No, but I'll try.
Oh.
I do believe the term you're looking there is that something like text form.
Yeah.
Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not fucking falling asleep in this state.
Damn. So you're just gonna die?
I won't fall asleep during
Or
a
are you
D&D.
going?
I'm in a fucking area that's just fucking causing me to sneeze my ass off.
Damn, there's so many fucking mosquitoes out.
Yeah, but you were like, oh, I'm gonna... You're like, oh, I'm not gonna sleep in this state. What, you're not gonna sleep in the state you live in?
Ha.
I thought it was funny.
If you had a choice, you wouldn't.
Yeah, probably.
Also, you would have had to write this down anyway with all the other information. So, like, I don't know why. If it was still from the regular books, Nedra, it would still be something you'd have to write down. So,
Yeah, not right, writer. My point is, I can copy and paste the things I need if you send it to me as text
yeah,
and
no,
not an image.
I tried to copy it and paste, and it was not working in a
Oh
good
boy.
way.
Okay,
So,
what were the elements we did? We did adamantine, what, silver,
one
and
had
then one each of gravitas and impelium.
yeah,
Okay.
with an etch of holy and an etch of thing.
I'm gonna need those ones too.
Yep.
Well, I seem to have found
Hey.
a solution to the dust problem. I am now wearing a mask.
You are
It is
embracing
by
your
no
inner
means
Asian.
it is by no means medical grade, but it's enough to stop the dust apparently.
It's all bandana.
No, not quite. It's one of those
Alright.
fucking
Oh,
Whilst you
those have
get
been
that done, Nedra,
completed.
I'm going to move
Yep.
on to Solar. Solar!
uh, you.
You're going shopping.
Yeah, I was thinking of changing up my setup because I've kind of
Alright.
been. I wanted to fucking go for like a rapier kind of thing. That's why I made the flame tongue rapier form, but I
Yep.
fucking never bothered to practice in order to actually have proficiency in rapiers.
Yep.
So I'm probably gonna be changing to scimitar and shield.
Scimitar and shield. So you want to know what the shields look like?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. We have the shield of missile deflection, shield of
Ooh.
missile attraction,
Mm.
arcane wall shield, and fortress shield.
So I already know what that first one does, just based on the name. What's the arcane wall one do?
While attuned to this shield, you can use your action to activate a see-through arcane shield that spreads out 5 feet either side of you, giving all who are
Overwatch?
behind, fuck's sake, behind it +5 to their AC.
That's fucking Reinhardt's shield from
The
Overwatch.
shield is immobile in this act.
Ah, never mind. It's Orisa's shield.
What shield? Orisa doesn't have a shield anymore. She
Didn't
has
she
a
have?
fucking spear.
Didn't she have like a thing that she could fucking drop on the ground that made a shield?
Yeah, back
Once
in
upon a
launch.
time.
Oh, okay. I haven't been fucking keeping up with that shit, man.
When
Yeah, no,
they
like that's
changed
like
from Borderlands,
4 years out of date.
when they changed from Overwatch 1 to 2, they basically replaced her shield with a spear.
Okay.
And she's basically been meta ever since. And they keep trying
Three
to
of Overwatch.
change it. But yeah.
They want to pull a siege, but even Siege can't pull a siege anymore at this point. Siege is dead. Overwatch is dead.
Yeah.
The
Marvel
Fortress
Rivals.
Shield,
took over everything.
your movement is reduced by 5 feet, but when subjected to dex saving throws, you can use your strength.
So probably not that one then.
Shield
So what's the
Master
details of the
Missile.
missile deflection
okay.
shield then?
Well attuned to this shield, when subject to a ranged attack, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage against a ranged attack from that creature until the end of your turn.
Huh. I'd probably take the arcane wall shield.
Alright. That is going to be pulling a bullshit number out of my ass. 5,000 gold. Now I've got to find it.
Sure.
At
Yeah.
5,000
For me, just a screenshot
GP.
would probably be fine.
I just sent you it.
Yeah. Hang on. Fucking loading.
And you went with the shield and miss. No, you went with the arcane shield.
Yes.
Apparently, a lot of people kept missing that point, so they had to go and build a whole island.
Alright. Are you wanting to upgrade your... What are you, a druid? Yes, druid. Would you like to look at getting / upgrading your druid duds?
I'd probably upgrade my breastplate first.
Okay, your breastplate. What level is it?
Currently level 2.
Level 2. Alright, so if you upgrade it to the full thing, after lengthy discussion from everyone who decided to tell me that I was being bullshit, you can only need to spend 495,000 to get an upgrade.
That's 49.5 thousand plat. Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
So
I'm gonna fucking figure out
495,000 GP, or are you doing the plat?
I'm going with platinum.
Alright.
82.
PB.
No point. It was 5. It was 49.5 thousand.
It was
Okay.
49,500 PP.
Yep.
Big beefy.
49.5.
And I shall send
That's
that
big
to you
beefy.
so that you can
Okay.
do that.
Just
Let's
Nah,
sitting
see.
the numbers to do the math. It's a shame.
Not that fuck.
And now the scimitar.
Oh god.
Alright.
So many.
Is it a basic scimitar?
Yes.
Do you want to change the material it's made out of?
I'm
Or
debating it.
Or do you want to just get an etch and then get upgrades? Because remember, it is per pound.
Yeah, I heard that. How much is a scimitar?
Oh, also the claws. Nedra. I believe. I am not sure that I can count these as a weapon that a Kensei monk could use. I don't know if you're a Kensei monk anyway.
I am not.
So these will
Or
be...
Way of the elements.
If you do use these, then it would be about a D4. So 64 plus 64, which would be 12 D4 damage. Plus your outlandish 20 fucking damage on top of that. Bang.
It's actually 27 now
Oh my fucking god.
with these, like specifically these claws.
Yep. Anyway.
Yeah, you're the DPS.
Nah.
Yeah, Imagine getting hit 4 times with these damn things.
Imagine being immune to all those damage types and then just not being able to accept the immunities because the one spirit that you wanted to get those and get those resistances ended up getting tipped off by the rest of the party. Ludo, lie down. I know what you want. But, like, it ain't time, bro. Oh, don't fucking kick me in the nuts like that.
Is it cat?
Ludo, you kicked me in the nuts. Fuck off. It's
Sweater, is it the cat?
my fucking cat.
So
Well, at least he's not going and typing out a whole essay of like Z again.
All of
Yeah,
those
buddy.
Y's.
It was the printer. That's
So
why it had to be adjusted.
scimitar is £3.
So what were the materials?
Adamantine, double damage to buildings, ignores immunities and resistances constructs may have to damage types. Mithril, heavy weapons lose their heavy property.
It's already finesse and light, so that's not
Yep.
necessary.
Silver ignores resistances and immunities that lycanthropes and vampires have. Gravitas pulls things in.
I
Magnite
don't think.
imposes disadvantage on attack rolls against the character if the con saving throw is failed.
Yep, I'll see. I would have gone with that one if it didn't require a con saving throw. Because I could just do that as a monk.
And Impelium pushes creatures away 10 feet. If they fail the deck save.
How much is that magnetite per pound?
Magnite is 1,000 gold, so that would be 3,000 gold. Oh, Nedra, I forgot to ask if you wanted to buy any potions.
The Impelium.
I should be fine. Hey, Ryder, quick question. When upgrading past +2 on the Ring of Salvation, do I still get the advantage on saves?
Yes.
Okay.
You base
Okay.
the advantage it stacks in a way. It's just I made it so the layman could at least understand that a +3 is still a +3 but also gets advantage. I will need to probably redesign that just so that it sounds a little more to the layman.
You could do +3 plus advantage on saves. Like, simple fix. Anyways, I have all of my stuffs done. Holy shit, Nedra has just about become unstoppable. Anyways, rest of my gold and silver is being dumped straight into the treasury.
Once I will get to that soon. You must wait your turn.
Yep.
Solar is currently doing stuff, so you must wait.
How much is that Impelium per pound?
Impelium is 500 GP, so that's only 1,500.
500. And what was the condition for imposing disadvantage on the magnetite again?
Con saving throw, and the save is 8 plus proficiency plus mental or physical stat, wielder's choice.
So the wielder makes the check, or
No,
the attacker?
the attacker has to make the saving throw, but the saving throw is determined by the wielder.
Huh.
So, what's your highest stat?
Wisdom.
Okay, what is it? Tell me tell me the number.
The stat is 36.
Okay. The number, the proficiency, not proficiency bonus.
The bonus.
The bonus, yeah, the modifier.
The bonus is 13.
13. So it'd be 13 plus 8, which would bring it up to 21, plus proficiency, which would make it 27.
Hmm.
So they would have to beat a 27 or have disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
That is specifically for melee attacks, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Wait, no, it doesn't even say that. It just says attack rolls against them.
Yeah, I thought it was in general.
Yeah. I guess, because if theoretically the idea is that it's magnetic, then that would mean that any like steel or iron
The
weaponry.
metal type is maroon, by the way. If you don't know what maroon looks like, I will. Copy image. It's in Fight Club.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll probably get a magnetite scimitar then.
Alright.
9,000 gold, I believe.
Magnetite is 3,000.
3,000 per, and
Yeah.
it's 3 pounds.
Yeah, I already
That's
did the
9,000.
maths for you. It's 3,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Are you getting that from just your gold?
yep.
And next is Etch.
Yep. What are the options?
Arcane, Holy, Nature, Death, Disease, Corroding, Heat, Tundra, and Storm.
We can probably guess which one I want.
Totally Disease.
Going for heat.
Going for Heat. Alright,
Mhm.
so that is going to be another 500 gold. You're going to throw that on as well?
Yeah. That's not bad.
Alright. And finally, the increase in the masterwork level. Does it have any pluses?
Not currently, no.
Alright. A masterwork then will set you back 500,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright,
I'm gonna do that.
you're putting down 50,000 PP for that?
Yep.
Well, we're leaving the port now.
Alright. Looks like I was wrong. He is on a ship.
it's a +5 heat
All right, you weren't here for the what is it? The horn.
mag height. Or
So
was it
that will
mag?
be, I believe, 66 and 64.
66, right? Yeah. Um, 5, 6, 4. And I've got to calculate the damage and the bonuses. Okay, time to fucking put this all down.
And finally, about your coverings. Would you like to...
Ah, you know what? I have enough left still, so I don't see why not. It's extra
So,
fucking
do you remember that thing that I gave you?
what thing?
The one-time use change into.
I do not know what you're talking about now.
You do not remember me giving you a one-time use change shape into Cerberus?
Oh, yes, that.
Did I send you those
That's
stats? I did.
hmm,
So just look at
okay.
that armor class, right?
Yeah, probably have it. If is 38, I think. Yep.
Should
Mm-hmm.
only say 3 heads, by the way. I know you brought that up earlier. The that armor class, if you spend 500,000, would go up by 5.
Hmm.
There's
There's a picture
information.
by the pool who almost accidentally took him for pain.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
took him for being.
And that's another 50k PP.
Hmm. I'm now down to 32,000 platinum pieces. Now, gotta fucking write all this shit down. I wanna fucking have my
You'll be fine.
phone open to read it.
I'm sending you Druidic Duds as well to see what else you get with this. Alright, Nedra.
Yeah.
All of your money is going in.
Yes. Let me
Okay.
just. I don't want to carry around 48 pounds of coin.
We don't count the weight of coin.
Like, it needs to go to the treasury anyway.
How much you
Alright,
dumping in there?
so
Well, all of it, but how much is
Nedra,
that?
All right.
Ugh.
Do you want me to send this to you
you
in
tell me.
gold?
No, you're telling me the numbers and I do the math. So first
All right.
platinum. Tell me the platinum.
49,210.
49,210 PP. Next.
Yep, that's 85,000 gold pieces
On the dot.
on the dot. Yep.
Yep.
All right, and then 2,100 silver pieces, also on the dot.
2,100, so 2,100.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, cool.
I'm a broken bitch now.
And can you please point out what you own in the game info as well? Is it New Draconia? Or is it the Draconia Imperialis? Oh, I'm being called.
Fuck. Give me just 1 second. Game info. I want to say I took actually the Kingdom of Ethercrest.
No, it was New Draconia. You took the capital. Because you split
Yeah,
up
I
your
know,
fort.
but no. The idea was that New Draconia would be a meeting place for the 3 countries. And I know I said that.
Okay, but aren't you the leader of that? Because
No.
otherwise, who runs it?
I mean, take it in shifts. I guess right now it falls under the Kingdom of Ethercrest rule, but
Oh, that sounds like lore building.
yeah.
Well, this is recorded. Still gonna have to find that one by writer though.
I have returned.
I got maybe 20 minutes before my second.
Writer. Okay, so right now I believe Nedra took the Kingdom of Ethercrest
No.
I believe
and
it's Draconia.
custodianship currently of the Draconis Imperialis.
Kingdom of Ethercrest was given to Blitzkrieg, and
Was it?
yes, it was given
Fuck.
to
Atsuki took the
that.
Emberwild then?
Yes.
Okay, well then yeah, I'll take New Draconia then. And custodianship of Draconia Imperialis.
Alright.
Because that was intended to be shared between everybody. Or
Let
each
me
of the 3
add
kingdoms.
to
So
that calculation then.
It's Switzerland.
Finland!
Norway.
Finn Switzerland.
Switzerland, because Switzerland was always like a fucking neutral place.
Okay, yeah, Draconia Imperialis is like entirely separate from like the rest of them. So it was 4.
Most of as because you've
But
got
Ithacaris had.
two.
Ithacaris went to Goji. Zero had Emberwild.
Woo, maths.
And there wasn't one for New Draconia.
I love maths.
You love the mathing math. It got auto quiet.
Yeah, I'm just doing maths.
What was the name of the material of the scimitar?
I sent it, didn't I?
Decent materials?
I did not send materials. I'll get to that very fucking right now while I stop doing that. I will send you the magnites.
Oh god.
I just realized you've heard of Maroon 5. Have you heard of Maroon 80,000?
I think that's X.
Alright,
Oh, that's cool.
alright. Yeah. It's that.
It is already 5 o'clock. I did not know it was that late.
Uh, 49210 take away 14783. Next is that. 85000. Take away. Boom. And finally, that, which is take away this, divide by this, and divide by this. Now I've got to split all of that in half. Alright, so once I get that done, why couldn't you be a nice round number like everyone else, Nedra?
If you want, I can take back enough platinum to give you an even 1,000.
That would not help because of the percentage that you have to sink into this into things.
I offered to do the math for you, but
You don't know what the math is.
no, I meant converting it to gold pieces just so you had one number to work with.
That is not the issue. That is not the issue.
Mm.
That is
Yeah.
that is the least of the issues. That's not even an issue.
I'm guessing the effective heated gives an extra 1d4 damage dice per um other damage dice. Or no, wait, that's just probably the effective. Fuck, this is probably just the effect. God, out of it right now. Kind of just wanting to get this over with so that I can rest somewhere else.
Alright, Nedro.
Yeah.
It costs 30% of what you put in to repair everything that has happened in both locations and rebuild. That was 14,783 platinum. 25,500 gold and 630 silver. That leaves you with an annual income between both the kingdom and the old capital of 2,019 gold and 58 and 0.58, so 5 silver, 8 copper for both, and leaves 1 copper behind from both of them, somehow adding up to 1 copper somehow. Your annual return from both equals to 4,039.17. And that's annual that you'll get that back.
Neat.
However, you will not get that now. Just to let you know.
This is fine. It's probably gonna go straight into the treasury anyway.
Yep. It is to do as you wish if you wish to put both funds together, or keep them separate and have that 1 copper annually keep going up. 1 copper. Hey, after 100
Maybe.
years, you'll have a gold. Alright, now that that's done, I just gotta feed the cat real quick. Imagine this motherfucker eating food, but not eating dry food, like a cunt. Alright, so. It depends what you want to do with that copper. You can either put that into the old capital, or put it into your kingdom.
I'll probably split the funds.
You can't split that copper. There is nothing below a copper. Where does that last copper go? To you or to the old capital?
Just toss it to the old capital. It's fine.
Alright, cool. Again, that money will go to you unless, of course, you wish to forfeit capital gain and leave that there.
Again, these are probably just gonna go straight to the capital. So I'm not.
All of it's going to the
Nedra's
capital?
not greedy.
All 4,300.
50-50. Like
50-50.
50-50 to old capital, new capital, but
That last copper
the
goes to
copper,
the old capital.
yeah,
All right, cool.
old capital, yeah.
Which means if they had another 10 silver, they would have 2,019 gold and 69 silver. Well, 6 silver, 9 copper. Anyway. So, with that done, music.
Yep.
Is there anything you want to do? Any money you want to put somewhere to build up a annual return?
Hmm. Would it be possible to invest into starting a business of some kind?
It could. Do you have a business idea or do you need time?
Eh. It'd be really funny if I just fucking did what I was like almost gonna do in Win or not Win Hidden's campaign
Yeah?
if it went on for longer, which is just having like a tavern.
You want a tavern? You gonna call it the Laughing Demon or something?
Uh,
Better question is where you want to build it, because anything in Silver's location, you're gonna have to talk to Silver about that.
yeah. Hang on, let me look at the map.
If you build it north, then you're gonna have to deal with that tax system. If you build it, if you cut a deal with Blitzkrieg, I'm sure he'll do something pretty good with you.
Honestly, I
Sure
could probably have
about
like a chain that's just all over the place.
yeah, not sure
I
about
mean,
Itsuki,
silver would cut you a decent deal. Maybe. Probably.
but if you want to think on that, you can.
I'll probably think about the details.
Yep, and we'll get back to that.
Yeah, as it is, I'm still trying to write down all of the item descriptions.
Fair. All right. Well, I believe that's shopping done. Now it just leaves roleplay.
What's the role play?
Roleplay is just tying up any loose ends that people want to tie up that are theirs, because mine are all fucking all over the place. As usual. So, I believe if music you would like to rest. Nedra, is there any RP you wish to do whilst in New Vegas?
I think they're dead.
Nedra, Wind, you alive, buddy?
My mic was muted. I'm gonna go visit Sunny Smiles, as I said I would do anytime I am in New Vegas.
What? You get to Sunny Smiles' place.
Also gonna check to see where the water's being kept.
The windows of Sunny Smiles' location have been boarded up.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, the last time we talked to him, I believe it turned out he wasn't him, right? And we like saved him from
The door is
death.
still welcoming, but the windows are boarded up. What would you like to do?
Yeah, just head inside.
You head inside, and without the sun going through the window, this place is a lot cooler, a lot nicer to walk around in. There's some artificial light that is being used to keep it a soft white, and it seems like there is some sort of arcane power within here that is keeping it a nice temperature.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I can see the air quality.
Where's the water being
Uh,
stored?
There are many shelves to the far left with large packaged bottles of water.
Okay. Are these like located at the front of the shop?
No, they're like far left, past, like not near the door. Welcome. Been a while. How things been?
Who are you and what have you done with Sunny Smiles? He keeps his water at the front of the shop.
Water's not
You,
as that people don't buy water as much these days, thanks to the upgrades that have been going on in the city.
Hmm.
Something about this new thing called plumbing.
But
Anyway,
oh no, there goes his primary business.
I keep myself afloat by selling trinkets and other things that people might need.
Hmm.
I
Anyways,
completely
yes, it has
forgot
indeed
on
been a
roll.
while.
I completely forgot on roll 20 that if you go to the furthest right of the NPC area, you'll see a PC who was never in the game.
Yeah, Dash. How did you forget that?
Because I've
We
been too
literally we
busy
mentioned it
looking
like
at the
once a
left
week.
side. Anyway, it's been a while.
It has.
Also, if you're
Uh,
asking where the real me is, I don't know if you think that I'm not me, but I am me. The me that was
oh,
stealing me as my identity, I don't know what's happened to him.
Meta, roll an insight.
yeah. Is this him? Can I roll something for this?
Sure.
All right. Insight then. Down D11. That is a dirty 20.
This is him.
Okay. All right.
Was that 20 high enough, Meta?
What?
Meta, was that 20 high enough?
Who knows?
I was told that this is him, so I'm going to choose to believe it. And so is Nedra.
Believe it.
Damn it. I have to update my mental notes. Anyways.
No, the rumbling stopped.
So,
It was the
are we up for tea and cake?
Tea and cake. I'd love that. Unfortunately, I have not made any cake today.
Bummer.
However, I can whip some up. You're just gonna have to come back during the afternoon.
Odds and ends that people might be interested in, though. Oh no. It's fun.
You okay there? You seem to be mumbling to yourself, friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Running a kingdom is gonna be the hardest thing I've ever done. We'll talk about that over tea and cake later, though. Yeah?
Well, I promise you, do not make me your water management guy. That would not end well for your kingdom.
Uh, I didn't have any plans to make any big changes. Other than, the fact that the Draconic Empire has been split into 3 kingdoms and the capital.
So, where is this Draconic Empire you're talking about?
I think north.
North, right.
Am I
So,
correct in that, Ryder?
yeah, no, you are not.
I don't know.
I am not.
It is east. Far east.
East.
It could also be
Okay,
considered
well,
far west, too. There is but that would be past a
Far, far
second
west.
continent. There's like
In a
at
continent
least-
far, far west.
Nedra's going
There's
to
no prime meridian in
uh,
this world.
amend that then and say, nope, never mind, to the east.
the east.
But
Huh. Across the ocean?
Directional dyslexia.
Is it
Yeah,
across an
yeah, it's a what, it's a ways.
You must be far traveled then. I don't know.
Oh, I'm
You might notice
from
that
the
I
Draconic Empire.
really
Yeah.
interesting.
Quick question: does the shield itself give any AC when the wall isn't deployed?
Regular shield rules.
Okay.
What's the atmosphere there look like? What's the sort of foliage and fauna? Is it alien?
burnt, burnt, desolate, war torn, shambles.
Gotta say, yeah, no, at this point it's more war torn. Don't really spend much time in the wilderness.
Oh.
I've been spending a lot more time in the wilderness recently.
Well, that's a shame. I hope that it recovers. Didn't know there was war happening. Not there, anyway. There's war happening here. I'm absolutely terrified. They're knocking at our door.
Yeah, we're looking at putting a stop to that too.
That's good. I hope you succeed. I would not want to find myself at a business end of a blade.
They're just going to produce a scroll of Tasha's otherworldly guise. And she is going to hand that to Sunny Smiles.
What's
I
this?
don't think that's going to be much to demons.
Last resort.
I don't know where last resort is.
No, it is a last resort.
Oh, this is the resort.
No, it will. Yeah. Oi!
You forgot
So apparently
how
I have to be-
magically inept this dude is.
Real quick, I have to be underneath the awning on the rear deck to get signal because it fucking collects in here for some reason. As soon as I step out from underneath it, I lose signal.
Damn.
I have a ship-wide radar extender. Or signal extender.
Let me do my best to explain this. As far as I understand, all you need to do is speak the incantation written inside. You will
And
become immune
incan
to
what?
fire and poison. Incantation. It's a spell. It's a stored spell.
Oh. Okay. Are you worried that we will be attacked?
Nope. Like I said, this is a last resort. This is I'm not comfortable being here. Anyways, it'll give you wings that you can use to fly away. Bit of extra armor for you. And not that I see you doing this anytime soon, but you get to attack a whole lot.
Attack a whole lot.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why I'd want to do that. There's plenty of
Yep.
people who
But
can
no,
do that
no,
for me.
this'll let you get away like real quick if you need to.
Alright, well, I hope that you can actually get that done before any bad stuff happens. I prefer to stay with my with my little shop. As you know, I've been here for a while. I wouldn't want to lose it.
That's fair. I wouldn't want you to lose it either. And hey, if you ever get ousted, you're more than welcome to come join us at what is New Draconia.
Well, I'll try and figure out how to get there if I'm not horrifically murdered. Where is that exactly? Is it like just across the sea towards like the edge
Oh,
of the...
keep heading east until you find a big volcano sticking out the water. We'll be in the southern end of the
He pulls out a parchment and writes down, head east until big volcano sticking out of water. Okay!
Yeah. You're not going to be. I mean, you could go to the city under the volcano, but my country is on the island to
City under
the
volcano.
east.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
Yeah. Better. I hope so, but in the most comical fashion possible.
He's gonna fucking try and swim. He's gonna try and figure out how to get under the volcano.
Anyways, Nedra's just gonna look at what he wrote and be like, no, not under the volcano.
Not under. I didn't write
At
under. I wrote
like
under the
base of the
volcano.
volcano.
At the base of the volcano. Where's the volcano base?
Oh no,
Nedra's
it's retarded.
Oh, and I'm getting my channel deleted.
Nah, that one doesn't get you deleted.
Yeah, Nedra doesn't have a map.
I don't think he would be able to follow the map. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys
Okay.
finally are now
now-
asking the real questions to the real one who is about as learned about everything outside of what was Oasis as a child is about what's outside of their, like, street.
I'm looking at the. There is not a world map for me to look at.
You went with Hive of Supremacy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What's happening now? The fact I still have fucking internet is amazing.
I am just updating the map.
Like, shore is like at least 5 miles away.
They probably switched to their internet.
Nope.
No?
I'm literally just using the internet that I can get from cell towers on land. Like I said, as soon as I step up from underneath the awning, I lose signal. But when I'm sitting right here, I'm still getting signal. Perfectly fine. 5 bars.
Right. Interesting.
I don't know what the hell it is, but right here it goes and collects it.
I guess big internet doesn't want you to realize it.
The solution to all your problems is just get a giant metal structure around you.
Alright, so. It might not be the best time to mention this, but I've never really been far. I'm not exactly a traveler. Never seen the world, friend.
Do you have a map of the world?
Not really. People here don't seem to want to buy maps of the world. They're happy in this. They're happy in this little world they have.
You don't go to the unknown land because you're traveling the rest of the world.
A lot of people here seem to have an obsession with Silver Pride. And it's a good market. Makes a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't much care for Silver Pride. He's trying to extort my kingdom for cash we don't have.
Oh? What happened?
Apparently an army showed up.
Oh, you mean the people who disappeared from here?
Yeah. He wanted me to pay for that, despite me not having anything to do with it.
Well, who was it then?
I don't know.
You should probably find out who it was so that they can pay for it, friend.
Well, that's fair.
Who else would have had that sort of power to bring an army?
I can think of a few people, none of whom I am particularly fond of.
That sounds like a pickle, friend. I hope you get through with that. The door opens as a guard walks in and starts perusing the shelves.
Well, looks like you have a customer. I will be back later for tea and cake, my friend.
See you then.
Yeah. And with that, Nedro is gonna head out.
Alright, cool. Alright. Music. Is there anything you wish to do?
Oh, do you mind?
Say again? Hello? I'm coming through, right, guys?
No, yeah, you're coming through. Music's just died.
Are you talking to me? You
Yes.
just so happened to fucking call on me when my headset was being fucky.
I see.
What'd you want?
Wanted to know if there's anything else you wanted done.
Not right now, no.
Alright. Well, if you want, you can head off for tonight then.
Okay,
As
that's
there's 20
great.
minutes left for this session, and yeah.
I'm currently trying to limit my time at this desk until I can manage to clean it off from
Fair.
dust. Because it seems to be getting worse.
There's been an
So I'll
update
fucking
to the map anyone can look at if they wish.
I'll see you next time.
What is this I'm looking at?
It's just an updated version of the map.
Yeah, I know,
Um,
but why the colored zones?
Blue is owned by Silver, red is owned by the enemy, yellow is out for themselves, and white are just kind of neutral.
I see. Okay.
The Hive of Rage has become the Hive Fort of Supremacy. Anyway, so you return after in the afternoon. as he has made some cake. And some tea. And please help me, my brain is forgetting how to say things, apparently. I forgot the word key and
Ryder,
take.
it's only 6 o'clock.
Fuck. Tea and cake. Cake and tea. Tea, cake, take. Anyway, so he has made tea and cake.
And you made word soup.
My brain is fucking soup. So.
Ow.
He dusts off an old charter book and he's just like, does this help at all?
Nedra will open it and take a look. The fuck am I looking at, and what is this pertaining to? Because I must have missed something.
Charter book, you know.
Oh, a chart. Charter. Am I looking at maps, or am I looking at, like, ledgers of people going places?
You're looking at a book that has a map that shows. You're looking at a book that has, like, different parts of the world in map form. However, this looks like it has to be at least a couple of, maybe a couple of decades old? Maybe about 4, you'd say.
About 40 years. The world can't have changed that much in 40 years. Anyways, Nedra's going to find, if I remember correctly, the Draconic Empire and Equestria were, like, right snug up against each other.
Nope.
Oh my god! Ryder, you're turning my brain into soup.
Good. Be like
What he likes to do.
Okay, so the kingdom of Ethercrest, that like little peninsula coming down out of the water above the Emberwild Duchy, isn't Equestria?
No. No, it's Europe.
Here. Here's the shittiest world map that I will send. Just because. It will give you a better idea.
Oh my god, that's the version 1.0?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason why it was called the Draconian Empire.
Yep. It was about as big as every other kingdom. And they made bank from the Commonwealth having to go, like, through an area to get to the other side.
Alright, so is there like a rough map of the world in here, or is it just each of the different, like, provinces?
The map that I have sent you
It's
is
just
the
the world
map of
map.
the world.
That is the world map. Like, that's
in
all
the
the
charter book, you dingus.
Oh. It's like the pages are denoted to each kingdom.
Okay.
And like the chapters say like some of the things that are there, some tidbits about what mariners should watch out for and whatnot. The island where Draconia Imperialis is has changed a little bit because new land.
I mean, it's an active volcano.
Yeah.
Be like saying Hawaii looks exactly the same.
Hawaii does look the same as it did 5 years ago.
I was gonna say, things have fucking changed over there
Yeah, only a
the
little bit.
last 40 years. But yeah, no, Nedra's gonna show him Draconia Imperialis, specifically the island that is on, and then she's gonna point out where the capital city was,
Yep.
and then she's going to show him where her capital city is on the mainland. And I don't remember where I decided I was putting that. Mostly because there isn't any useful information anymore over there. You know what? Actually, right now, for the time being, I think she's going to like base in Draconia Imperialis.
Yep.
At least until we can get some like updated maps, because like I know the Kingdom of Aethercrest is keeping Angus as their capital, but the Emberwild Duchy and New Draconia are just kind of not there.
Yep. Alright. Oh,
So yeah,
interesting.
no, she'll point out Draconia Imperialis and say, "Now, if you need me, I will be here."
Right. I'll remember that, friend, if this place is destroyed. But if you'll be there, does that mean you failed and ran away?
Hopefully not.
I would hope that you would save the poor citizens here. Everyone here is scared of the war.
You mean? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I
They
would have
believe
been
in
too.
they believe in silver. They're scared of the demons.
Famous last words coming out of Nedra here, metal-wise. Yeah, no, I ain't afraid of no demon.
But is this a Halo reference?
Piss
No,
off.
it's not.
Hold on, wait, when? I did piss off. I'm not even in the US.
Piss on, then piss off. Would have been Nedra's response, but I stole it. Anyway.
I will not piss on. I'm not going to indulge his fetish.
What? Anyway. Is there anything else you want to talk to them about, Nedra?
I mean, I was gonna talk to him about the war in Draconia, but figured he's already scared of this war. He doesn't need another one now.
Alright, cool. In that case, you can enjoy the cake and the tea. The water quality has gone up substantially. You can taste the water's quality. Arcane filters, what a treat. Anyway.